viewers, welcome to a brand new episode of Z Connect. Have you guys noticed something? That time seems to be passing by so fast. We are already halfway through the year and also on to season 12 of the show. Well, this also reminds me to thank you all for being with us on this long and beautiful journey. And to continue keeping you all updated and entertained, I have loads of stories to share. So if you are ready, let's begin. Acting, singing, RJing, theatre, he does it all. And now he has also added football to the list of things he does well. I am talking about the Chandigarh boy Aparshakti Khurana, the man of many talents who was recently in Dubai. Join me as I speak to him.
What's up guys, Aparshakti Khurana in the house for Z. Z karda ve, Z karda tenu kol bitawa, Z karda. What's up ma'am, what can I do for you, tell me?
It's so nice to have you here with us in person. The last time I remember we did a virtual interview, but now you're here sitting in front of us. Well, we are very excited to have you. Tell me, what brings you to Dubai this time?
So we are all here to play a match, a football match. We all represent a football club called All Stars Football Club. And I've been with them for almost 4-5 years now, right after Dangal. And but I think the Sal Purana hai otherwise jo hamara football club hai. And yeah, I mean, we are here to play a friendly match for charity. I think it's really important to come and spread love, and I think it's amazing to that the two different countries are playing this match. And yeah, it's not really about winning, but hopefully, I mean, if all goes well, if all goes according to the plan, we'll win.
Aparshakti, you're a singer, actor, RJ, you're into theatre. Is there any other talent that we are not aware of?
I hope you say this after the football match. हमें पता ही नहीं था ये football भी अच्छा खेलता लड़का बहुत. So I hope you say that. But having said that, I think one thing people don't know about me, that I write also a little. So yeah, I mean, I wrote my song Kuriyeni. I've written a few more songs which I haven't released yet. But yeah, so I will release them as and when possible. I just finished, an Amazon series.
Yeah.
It's called Jubilee, and it's gonna come out most likely end of the year. It shows the clash of two first superstars of our country, and yeah, it's a period drama where you'll see, for the first time, that how filmmaking started in India.
Yeah.
How we were moving from silent films to, talkies. It's a very beautiful world, written by Vikramaditya Motwani sir and Atul Sabharwal sir, and directed by Vikramaditya Motwani again.
Yeah.
And I think Vikram sir, the kind of passion he has for filmmaking, I'm yet to come across a director who has so much of passion for his craft.
Tell me, any movie or any role from a movie from the past, that you really liked and you thought you could have done it better, maybe?
If you honestly ask me, Jo Jeeta Wahi Sikandar, because sports really brings out the best in me. When I was growing up, I saw this film, and I think it has all the elements. It has beautiful music, Pehla Nasha and all those songs, and Hari Bazi Ko Jeetna mein aata hai. So music brings out the best in me. It has really good music. Sports brings out the best in me. It has sports. Ayush bhai and I, we like really, बड़ा ही हमारा old school proper छोटे शहर का भाइयों वाला relationship है. That is also there. So there are a lot of things which bring out the best in me, and that film had. So Jo Jeeta Wahi Sikandar is a film I would love to be a part of if it is made again. Okay,
this could be a tough one.
Yeah.
Having a sibling who is also an actor, is that an advantage or a disadvantage?
There are only advantages. There are no disadvantages. Advantages are that number one, they're always there to kind of guide you if you're going wrong. And I would like to believe that whatever little we have achieved, me in my space and Bhaiya in his space, it's a function of a kind of reality check we have for our craft. And I think wherever anybody around us, we have friends who who are very organic with their approach, and they really kind of don't sugarcoat things before saying, before kind of commenting on our past performances.
Yeah.
And so Bhaiya has kind of really helped me grow as an artist, and also I have no qualms in accepting that I always wanted to be a sports person, and I failed at it. And I saw my brother doing all these creative stuff on the stage, and I thought, can I try to do that? And I think the amount of talent he has in him, अगर मैं 10% भी उतना कर दूंगा, so I'll be a complete winner. Radio has always been my first love. If someone asks me that radio or acting or hosting, I always pick up radio because that was my initial creative years, of my career, and it really brought out the best in me. It really taught me how to kind of make content. It taught me how to speak. It taught me how to emote, and yeah, I mean, I think I'm really happy that I'm back to radio. I'm doing a show where I'm narrating stories. So yeah, having a lot of fun.
Thank you so much for your time, Aparshakti. It was really nice talking to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Keep supporting, guys.
There is so much more to Labour Day than just a day of rest and relaxation. Our next story after this short break will throw some light on it. So stay connected. Welcome back. Workers are a major part of the economy and partners in urban development. And to mark the occasion of Labour Day, the Permanent Committee of Labour Affairs organized a celebration event at the Labour Campground in Alcuz. Entertainment program, hearty meals and distribution of gifts made this event extra special. Let's take a look.
The Permanent Committee of Labour Affairs in Dubai की तरफ से मैं आप सब लोगों को वेलकम करती हूँ at the International Workers Day event. Please जोरदार तालियां हो जाए.
Good evening, everybody, and Namaste. They celebrate with us the Labour Day because the Labour, they build the nation. The Labour, they are example for the hard worker, and they deserve this Labour Day. The whole world celebrate this day, and we are thank them all for this effort and this participate and this building of our country.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम। ये जो हम लोग इकट्ठा हुआ है यहाँ ये प्रोग्राम के लिए, हम लोग हमेशा उम्मीद करते हैं और कि हम लोग लेबर के साथ, वर्कर के साथ हमेशा रहें और वही जगह जो लेबर हैं, वर्कर हैं, हम लोग वही जगह ये अपना प्रोग्राम बनाएं। और तुम जानते हो कि ईद आया और लेबर डे आया, ये सब जो है प्रोग्राम हम लोग बनाएगा, हर साल बनाते हैं लेबर के लिए। ये हमारा विजन है और हमारा जो दुबई गवर्नमेंट का विजन है कि हमेशा हम लोग लेबर का साथ रहें, दुख में और सुख में। कहीं भी लेबर हो, हॉस्पिटल के अंदर हो, अकोमोडेशन के अंदर हो, किधर भी हो, हम लोग का साथ है। क्योंकि हमारा जो मिशन है, हम लोग लेबर का साथ है। क्यों? लेबर जब आता है समंदर पार के, अपना देश से दूर, अपने ख़ानदान से दूर, अपने बच्चों से दूर, इसीलिए हम लेबर के कुछ बन सकते हैं और इसका साथ ज्वाइन करेंगे, इसका देखभाल करेंगे। यही हम लोग का जो दुबई गवर्नमेंट ने हम लोग को ये मिशन के ऊपर हम लोग को रखा है। इसीलिए हम लोग हमेशा लेबर के साथ हैं और तुम लोग देख रहे हो कैसा ये बड़ा प्रोग्राम है। हर साल हम लोग करते हैं, लेकिन कोरोना का वक्त में थोड़ा हम लोग रुकवा दिया, लेकिन अभी हम लोग स्टार्ट हो गया दोबारा और हमेशा इंशाल्लाह ये प्रोग्राम चलते रहेगा इंशाल्लाह। और ज़्यादातर हम लोग बनाएंगे, हर वक्त एक एरिया के अंदर जाएंगे। आज हम लोग गोश्त सनाई में थे, पहले हम सोनापुर में थे, अलमुहसना में, दिबे वार्ड में इंशाल्लाह, और जबल अली में अगला साल इंशाल्लाह। हमेशा उन लोग का साथ हैं इंशाल्लाह। ईद के मौके पर, लेबर डे के वक्त पर हमेशा उन लोग का साथ है इंशाल्लाह। रमज़ान के अंदर हम लोग बहुत काम किया लेबर का साथ, इसीलिए लेबर को अकेला नहीं समझते यहाँ। दुबई गवर्नमेंट लेबर का साथ है हमेशा और हमेशा रहेगा इंशाल्लाह।
Time for a short break. I will see you on the other side with lots more. Welcome back. Peace is not just crucial, it also enables development, security, social and economic justice. And this year's theme for the Wion Global Summit was also peace. And of course, the event was a stellar success with participation of world leaders and authoritative voices from many fields who put forth their opinions in order for the world to accomplish Mission Peace. Let's find out more.
Mission Peace. It is the 16th of May 2022. Some 77 years ago, the month of May began with an announcement on the radio. It said Hitler had fallen, meaning the war is over. May 1945 marked the beginning of the end of the Second World War. 77 years later, May 2022 is the closest the world has ever come to another world war.
War is not the weather. Another myth is that poor people kill each other. Rich people will kill each other too.
I think a summit like this is very important because it brings out the transparency of what's happening in the world. It could help, but if only people and leaders listen to the reality and not their own egoistic issues that they have. We personally in Dubai and in UAE, we have benefited a lot from summits like this, bringing people from all different globes. And the beautiful thing about this summit is it does not take sides of any country or any ethnic ethnicity or anything. It talks about the global issues. It only needs good leaders and leaders that have the strength to take decisions, to take the right decisions and make this world a better place.
I totally disagree with you, but NATO, there is existing some sort of NATO expansionism. NATO can't expand if those people who would like to join this alliance of defense alliance are not ready or not willing to join.
We have such outstanding leaders from across the globe who've joined us today. So do you think summits like these can help shape a better future for humanity?
Absolutely, absolutely, because what is the value of this kind of summits is that it brings together people from different corners of the world. Sometimes we tend to live in our bubble, a regional bubble, understanding that the world is like us around, but sometimes it's very valuable to understand different viewpoints, like we heard today from former Iranian president. I disagree with a number of his statements, but at the same time we should understand that these kind of points, the viewpoints exist. I'm a profession, by education I'm a historian, but I wonder very often why politicians are time to time so disconnected from the history, and why we don't learn from the mistakes we have done in the past.
That's a great subject. As you rightly said, you learn from your mistakes and then you don't repeat them. Thank you very much for talking to us, sir.
Thank you.
But President Obama came to my country, Hiroshima, and he prayed for the victims of the war. And we also went to Honolulu, Hawaii, because we fight against the United States. And we bombed to the Pearl Harbor. Of course, this is a history.
What do you think these platforms are promoting, and how good are they in terms of talking about peace?
I think, each one has each opinion, of course. And this is a world. Color skins different, eyes color different, hair color, and also religious. But the people, God make people, God create the people. And the people exist on the earth. So we have to talk and listen and shake hands, hug, eating together, sleeping together. This makes the human, the feelings more good mood. So this is like a marriage. There is no one justice in my house. There's two justices understanding each other. And we try to understand that one under the one roof, but there's two justices. This is a world peace. Then I can say, if the Putin needs war against Zelensky, why don't use the soldiers? Use each other and the face to face and the stone, scissors, papers. It's enough. If you need smack, or Putin loves judo, so let's play judo. That's it. And then results came up. Yeah, this is a most peaceful way. This is kind of like a joke, but it's true. If the leaders of the politics doing that kind of things, somebody said, hey, that's a stupid kid, childish things. If they said, oh, do you want to war? Do you want the leaders order the soldiers to killing each other or the families? That's bad idea. Yeah, so the childish idea is more simple.
No one could have passed on this beautiful message about world peace in a more fun manner than you have. Thank you very much, sir.
Arigato.
The conclusion I can say is there is no good or bad. There is no good and bad terrorists. War is war, and as Churchill was saying, Georgia is better than war. Always we have to prevent the wars. That is the more important things. Once the war has happened, you violate all kinds of laws, human rights, and the average people, women and children, they will suffer.
So my question to you is, do you think sanctions work well in preventing wars?
It is a temporary measure. It is just not to escalate the wars. But sanction cannot prevent the war in the future. In order to prevent the war in the future, you need peace building to eliminate the root cause of the problem, because this sometimes vicious cycle is happening, like in Afghanistan. In the last 5 decades, we have seen it, this vicious cycle. One war is finishing, another is starting. When it's finishing, another. It is for the time, when like a patient in an emergency room, you need just, how to make him stable. But in order to make him a healthy person, you need some other measures you have to take. In the peace building is the same way.
Absolutely. Very well said. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us.
Thank you.
The United States is not responsible for the war in Ukraine. That's the punchline, I think, of your question. And I defy anyone who would argue that it is in any way. This is, as people have described it, naked aggression. But how do we prevent conflict? I mean, what's our theory of the case? Why are people killing each other under certain circumstances? What moves people to choose violence? I mean, people will riot, but they won't engage in a systematic campaign of violence unless they are led. So violent conflict, war, is a phenomenon of leadership.
I wanted to know from you, war impacts everyone. So many diplomatic measures are taken, but they fail. Why?
It's a complicated question that really defies any simple answer, and I don't want to dishonor your question by being glib about it. The war in Ukraine is a terrible tragedy, and I think people have spent some time really in shock that something like this could happen in the 21st century. So I think as the world is mobilizing its sensibilities about what to do, we certainly don't want to take any tools off the table. And diplomatic efforts have to continue to try and persuade Russia to cease its aggression.
What are the different opinions and viewpoints of people that you have come across today in the summit so far?
Uniformly, people are upset about the war in Ukraine and about the fact that violence and aggression on this scale could happen in today's day and age. I think equally people are impressed with the effort that the Ukrainians have taken up on their own behalf, and there is a great deal of support and solidarity with the Ukrainian effort.
Thank you so much for talking to us, ma'am. It's great having you with us.
Thank you, my pleasure.
So, Sajid, we've had some very interesting discussions today at this summit whose theme was Mission Peace. What have been your key takeouts from here?
Well, thanks for having me, first of all. And the important things of having these summits, it just creates a lot of awareness. But at the same time, what I believe is with this, the action should be taken. It's just not about coming into a summit, but also, awareness being put into actions is something which I feel strongly. And this obviously gives us a platform to be, aware of things around us.
Great theme for this year, that is peace, and I'm sure there have been a lot of takeaways for you, but before we get to that, tell me why this theme and what was the motive and what is the importance of having such a theme at the summit today?
Like some of our guests also pointed out, we are in the middle of many conflicts, and I think what drove home the point was what happened in Ukraine. I mean, who would have thought that in this day and age, in 2022, Europe would have a military conflict with a country completely being devastated. So that shows that nothing can be written off, and everything is a possibility. And smaller disagreements turn into bigger issues that become very hard to reconcile. So I think the world needs to talk about peace, and the world needs to identify all kinds of conflict that we face so that we are better prepared for what's coming in future.
You all have encouraged a dialogue about peace and to spread a message out there, most importantly, that war is not the answer to anything at all. So tell me your key takeaways from today's summit.
The theme was that, there are three issues: terror, coronavirus, and third one is military conflict. And the right answer to all of them is peace, mutual cooperation, global cooperation, and the entire world should fight all these issues as one single unit. So I'm very happy. The kind of response we got for this 4th edition is very encouraging. And the best part is that around 150 odd people in this hall, and the kind of ecosystem Wion has created outside this hall. I mean, everybody in this ecosystem was connected with this theme of Mission Peace. They were watching it live, they were tweeting about it, and this Mission Peace, this global summit was trending on Twitter. So overall, I would say that it's a very good experience coming out of India and projecting Wion as a truly global channel world over.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
With that, we come to the end of this episode. I hope you liked it. And if you did, you must prove it by sharing your love and feedback with us on our social media handles that you see below. Time for me to take your leave. I will see you next Sunday. Take care. Bye-bye.